How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 1, Episode 7 of our West Ham United crew mode as we get into our last episode before the transfer window opens up, which is fantastic. That's where we've been working for, just to try to get back to that kind of pace. Get a few episodes out here as well, and get things moving here, maybe make some final deals in this career mode. Also, we didn't have the transfer window open in the summer window, just to keep the teams a bit realistic, at least for the first half of the campaign. But now we're going to get into the fact that we can actually start making some moves and change up the squad, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Really looking forward to it. So that said, we come into a match here against Sunderland. The American Josie Altidore in the subs bench for them. As you take a look at their squad, not a bad squad as they play a 4-1-4-1 against us, but they're certainly not in the top half of the table, as you saw. And we get things underway here with a great through ball from Matt Jarvis to Ravel Morrison. What a pass. The 4-2-3-1 really lets us cut in with our wingers really well. We have Morrison and Jarvis both out on the wings, and they have cut forward really well, make some really intelligent runs to get open. And Jarvis here plays another beautiful ball to Morrison, and he's not going to miss a second time. He puts it in the bottom left-hand corner of the net to give us a 1-0 lead. His 6th goal in all competitions, and Morrison's just been, him and Jarvis have really been some bright spots for us out on the flanks, and they're just playing, supremely solid for us. But we get a penalty here, a really tough call. Doesn't look like a penalty. Tompkins looked to surely have gotten the ball. Really tough call from the referee, especially with how close it is to the edge of the area. Obviously well far up, but look at him. He takes the ball out, and then the player just sort of falls over him after the fact. Look at him. He takes, maybe a little bit of dangerous, but he takes the ball completely. It's a tough call for the referee there, but Stephen Fletcher steps up to take it against Adrian, and it is a supreme save. What a save from Adrian to keep West Ham ahead 1-0. It's a beauty, and that's just fantastic goalkeeping there. Sunderland trying to pick up a goal here, but the throw-in comes into Bardsley. It's actually taken away by Jarvis, and he's got a counter for West Ham. Look at him, so much space, just plays a little 1-2 with Colin Cole, and Jarvis is in behind. He's got a great chance here. Look at the pace he has coming forward. Takes a beautiful touch and just chips over the top. Cleared away, falls back to Noble, who has a great strike off the post, and Colin Cole with a simple touch to control it and puts it in the empty net. Beautiful fast break, a counter attack from West Ham, and it's a sensational second goal. Colin Cole with another good play for us. Mark Noble, you wish he could have scored there just because it would have been a beautiful goal, but Colin Cole steps up, finishes it on the rebound, and it sends us into a 2-0 halftime lead, and we're looking to run away with 3 points here. Nolan now plays a beautiful ball over the top for Ravel Morrison. He's just got the pace to get behind the two center backs. Has a great chance. Tries to chip the keeper, just doesn't get enough on it. It's a really nice save. But Sunderland now with a good chance off a free kick. Tompkins with a header. He wanted to just clear it away. He ends up clearing it over the top of Adrian and into the back of the net. Really tough for him. You hope that he'll have the mental capacity to just kind of get over this. It's a tough break for him. But now Cole plays Kevin Nolan in after creating a bit of a turnover there from Kevin Nolan. And it's a great little chance and a really good save from the keeper. Nolan tried to finesse it around him. He just makes a good save one-on-one with his feet. And then Morrison now playing a 1-2 with Joey O'Brien, who gets up on the right side. Plays a nice low cross in, and Carlton Cole with a great chance that's saved by the Sunderland goalkeeper, Westwood. And now a ball in. Sunderland trying to get something back, but they're not going to have any chances here. Diambi picks up the ball after it's cleared. Plays a 1-2 with Carlton Cole. Does a great job to get in behind the defense. Just has enough pace to get past Colback. Has a shot, and it's off the post. Cleared away by the goalkeeper, but that's the full-time whistle, and it's a 2-1 victory for West Ham United. So 3 points, certainly well earned. Obviously, the only goal we give up is a tough own goal to take to lose that clean sheet, but 53% possession, 7 shots on target, Sunderland's 1, and it's just a really, really good performance. And your man of the match, Winston Reid, with a great game at the back. Jarvis Cole also played very, very well with 8+ ratings. But we get into our second game this episode here, moving forward with Manchester United at Old Trafford, which, if you remember, in the FIFA 13 career mode, we actually seemed to have a lot of success. I'm not sure why, but for some reason against Manchester United, we did pretty well at Old Trafford. We had a couple FA Cup victories, as well as some Premier League victories, so pretty surprising there. But that said, United, a very solid team. Shinji Kagawa in that cam position for them has 11 goals, which is unbelievable to lead the league. So he's been sensational for them. And that said, we're going to try to put out a solid side here. Cole leading the line again. He's played really well. We're actually going to go with the same lineup that we just played with the exception of, I think, Demel comes in for O'Brien. But otherwise, the same lineup here because, they played really, really well against Sunderland. Obviously, unlucky not to keep the clean sheet. But not a bad start here. A great ball play forward to Mark Noble. Just clears it in towards Kevin Nolan, and it's a sensational save from the Manchester United goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure it's Lindegaard's in there, and it's just an unbelievable save on the header from Nolan. Another ball in, trying to get to Carlton Cole, and it's just cleared away. So some really good chances for us. Obviously, trying to use the ability of our players crossing the ball and to just create things from the wing. But Zaha now plays the ball forward to Van Persie. Great defense there, looking similar to West Ham in real life against Chelsea, just getting in front of the balls, blocking them, playing really well. But this is just class from Manchester United. This is where they show off their talent in a beautiful passing play that finds its way to the feet of Fellaini, and he buries it in the top corner. Nothing Adrian could do. Obviously, tough defending there, but really nice, succinct play from United. And another good header from Tompkins. That's really where our chances came from. We're from wide areas, crossing the ball in and trying to get ahead on something, but not able to break through yet. Noble now plays a nice 1-2 with Ravel Morrison. He comes up the right wing, trying to create a chance here. Morrison just chips the ball, and again, Carl Cole with a fantastic header. It's so tough to get ahead on that as you're falling away from goal. Nearly puts it in. He had the keeper beat, but just misses wide. And then Cole links up with Nolan. He has a great shot, but just puts it wide of the goal. And Manchester United make us pay now. Ball played into wrong Van Persie. A really good first save from Adrian, and the second touch from Van Persie just chips it over the top of him into the back of the net. And Manchester United with a commanding 2-0 lead. So disappointing there. Thought maybe we could deserve better. We've played pretty well thus far. Nice ball over the top from Maiga. Came in as a substitute to Matt Jarvis in the 90th minute. Plays the ball in. Finds its way back. Vazte now trying to create something. Has a shot. Another block. Maiga again. And it's just scrambled around for Lindegaard to jump on. And just like that, one more chance maybe. Jarvis tries to play it to Vazte. Has a strike. And it's another nice save from Lindegaard, the goalkeeper. But that is it. The referee blows for full time. And a tough 2-0 defeat to Manchester United. It's tough giving up the points, but we actually had more shots. We had 51% possession. So you can take some positives away from this game. We certainly didn't play poorly, but that said, we have plenty of things to improve on. But Collison gets a note that he wants to play a little bit more, which is understandable. We just had such a nice run points-wise that it was tough for him to break into the side. We also get a note that Dylan Tombitis wants to leave the club, which fine. We'll hardly get any money for him. He's not really a key player in our mind. But now Carlton Cole, who's played so sensational right now, really getting a look to get an extension of his contract. It's up at the end of the season. Maybe we'll give him another year because he's playing really well. He's obviously not the best player, but he fits into the team really well. He's done a lot better than Maiga. Even Petric, who's rated 78, he's rated a lot higher than Carlton Cole. Carlton Cole's just seemed to fit in with the way the club plays a lot better. His movement's been really good. He's been getting into good positions, and he's scored some nice goals. But that said, Maiga's going to get the start up front after our tough last performance. That's the only change in our lineup from the last matchup as we move into this next game here against Arsenal, which is going to be another tough opponent. Obviously, look at the quality in that squad that they're putting out against us. So it'll certainly be tough. Thankfully, no Ozil in the team. Because he is injured at this moment in time, so we won't have to deal with his beautiful passing and play. But Rosicki with a really nice play here to work Tompkins off the ball in the 22nd minute. Just unbelievable control, staying on the ball, and thankfully Adrian makes a save, and Tompkins is able to clear it away. So it's a tough game. Obviously, coming off that United game, we just want to get some kind of result here against Arsenal. They're actually in worse form than us. They have Nolan with a great strike there, but Arsenal actually is below us in the table. They haven't played very well. Obviously, the injury to Mesut Ozil is not helping them at all. But that said, they certainly have the quality in their team. If we can dig out any kind of result at home against them, it'll do wonders for the team's morale. But 0-0 at halftime. Not a lot of chances. Morrison now played through from Kevin Nolan. He tries to create something on the wide side. Does a great little bit of skill. Turns out a couple of defenders. Lays it off to Maiga. And a really good shot. You want him to go far post there, but he just mishits it a bit and puts it to Chesney's near post. And it's a simple save for him, really. It's not too far away from these guys stretch out. If he puts that to the far post, there's a great chance of scoring. But we get a corner off it. Ball's playing for Morrison, looking for Tompkins. Finds its way to Nolan. He heads it back into play. And another good chance. Jarvis with a shot that just squeaks through everyone and goes wide. 87th minute. Now Jarvis does really well to win a corner. And we're playing really well. As you can see, Arsenal haven't had hardly any chances. So that's definitely an improvement. Jarvis playing the ball in a good header. And inches wide from Tompkins. That could have been the 3 points. But at the full-time whistle, we do pick up a point, and that's certainly a point we're going to take here against Arsenal. A 0-0 draw. Glad to keep a clean sheet. As you can see, they did hold the possession, but we played well on the counterattack, which we are wont to do against teams with a bit more quality than us, the Chelseas, the Man Cities, the Arsenals. We played on the counterattack, and it really worked well for us. We defended well. We let them have possession, but not really threaten us in front of goal. As you can see, the board has decided that they are going to sell Tom Vitas, which, like I said, I'm fine with that. He's not going to break into the team, and good for him to go find somewhere else to play. Obviously, it says in this message here that it's one of their best players. I'm not really sure how they get that, but as you can see, Carlton Cole now comes back with us, and he has accepted that last contract offer that I put forth, which is good to see. That's just another year of a good, solid player that we can keep in the squad. So good for him to join up with the team. And that said, we move forward to a game with West Bromwich Albion. It's our final game in December before we get into January. We have a game January 1st against Fulham, and then we will get into the transfer window. But that will be in the next episode. Carlton Cole instituted back in the starting lineup. Stuart Downing and Joe Cole also getting some chances to prove themselves, because Joe Cole's a guy that we might not be bringing him back next year. His contract's going to run out, and he's on pretty big wages for a club like us that it might not be in our best interest to keep him. And Downing as well, he's someone that I wouldn't hate. He's been really touch and go, He's had some good games, had some tough games, but that said, I wouldn't hate keeping him in the squad. If we could get a fee for him, I wouldn't be opposed to it either, just depending. But Downing with a great chance here, actually on his weaker right foot, put a great strike to the top right corner and a nice save by the West Bromwich Albion keeper. Morrison now out on the left wing with Downing on the right today. Plays the ball in, and Stuart Downing, we just talked about how he needed to impress to kind of consolidate his position in the squad, and he gets on the end of a header. Who would have expected Downing to score a headed goal, but a really nice header off a good cross from Ravel Morrison, and some nice chances here. Now Carlton Cole does a good job dispossessing the West Bromwich Albion center back, sees the run of Ravel Morrison, plays it in behind the keeper, and it's a simple finish into the back of the net past the on-rushing keeper, and just like that, 2-0. What a goal from Ravel Morrison, his 7th in all competitions, and he's really been one of the big bright spots in this season. Carlton Cole showing why he's played so well at the front of the line for us. Just nice little link up with Morrison making his run in from the wing, and it's a good simple finish. Anelka then has a great chance that he finishes, but thankfully for us, we play the onside trap really well, draw him offsides, and it's no goal. It allows us to head into halftime up 2-0 with a couple of goals from our wide players who've really just been sensational for us. We've kind of let our center forward just been a bit of a hold-up play kind of guy, play the ball forward to him, play some 1-2s with guys making runs in from the outside, and it's worked out really well. But that said, we win a corner here off a nice bit of play from Noble, and Winston Reid latches onto the end of a Stuart Downing cross, and it's a beautiful goal in the 60th minute, and 3-0 up are the Hammers. It's beautiful to be this far ahead, and it's 3 points that we really need heading into the transfer window that'll give us the confidence to maybe pick up some players that'll want to play on a team that could be headed for a top 8, top 7, 6, dare we say finish, depending on how we're playing. We're really just in great form right now. O'Brien with a great chance, but a good block from the defender. West Bromwich Albion, they're trying to get one back. Anelka with a little chip past Adrian, but just wide. 85th minute now. Carlson comes on as a substitute, plays a nice ball into Joe Cole, who's moved up into attacking midfield role, and it's a nice save drawn out of the West Bromwich Albion keeper there. Another ball played in. Cole tries to get on the end of it, and they cleared away. But at the full-time whistle, 3-0, 3 points taken, and that's fantastic for us heading into January, of course. But 53% possession. West Bromwich Albion didn't have a single shot on target. Obviously, they had one that went in, but it was off of an offsides play. So a really good game. And Winston Reid with his second man-of-the-match performance in this episode. So really good out of him. Downing also had a really good game. You have to commend him. Played really well. And look at this news we get. Andy Carroll cleared to return from injury. So that's fantastic. Obviously, he's not going to slot right into the squad. We got to let him get some fitness back But that said, pretty excited about getting him back. And these are our last kind of things as we head into January 1st now. The transfer window will be open, and we will get into that in the next episode. Our youth squad, Josh Maloney, looks like a fantastic player. 81 to 94 potential. Can't wait to see what we have out of him either. As you can see, a couple of notes on the guys that we could be losing. Jaskalainen, Joe Cole, obviously, McCartney, players like that, which we will delve into in the transfer window. Carroll wants to play. We want to get back, and I am excited to have him back. Can't wait to get to the next episode, guys, and we will see you then. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye-bye.